The provision of short-term financial respite till payday is provided by cash advances. Apps such as Bridget, Earnin, and Clio provide convenience. However, it is important to exercise caution while using apps that are under review, such as Clio. Make an informed decision based on the costs and the dependability of the options. It is important to remember that although they are helpful in times of crisis, they should not be interpreted as a green light to spend more than you intended to. The following is a list of 4 cash advance applications that offer internet transfers on the same day, as well as one prominent cash advance app that you should probably avoid using. Number 1. Clio Advance. Best for small advances. When compared to the other cash advance apps that are mentioned in this post, True Finance is a slightly more recent addition. On the other hand, this is not a drawback because the application has a modern feel to it, it is simple to operate, and their team is very responsive. True allows you to acquire a cash advance of between $25 and $100, which is a smaller amount than some of the other platforms that are available. As a result, it is an excellent choice for lesser advances or for situations in which you require a small amount to carry you through till your next payday. The current situation gives the impression that they intend to raise this limit at some point in the future. In spite of the fact that it will take 1 to 2 business days for you to receive your cash advance, you will not be charged any fees. In the event that you require the funds immediately, you will have the opportunity to pay $1.99 for an instant transfer, which is a payment that is lower than the instant transfer costs that competitors charge. Additionally, True Finance may be downloaded from the Apple App Store as well as the Google Play Store. Within the app, you will also find a marketplace of money-saving financial offers that have been handpicked specifically for you, as well as free credit monitoring facilities. Number 2. Albert. Best for people who need money. The Albert app is an easy cash advance service that allows you to check if you are eligible for the loan, borrow the money, and then pay it back on your next payday. Having said that, we were not impressed by their prices or their ratings in recent times. You are going to be required to pay for a Genius subscription in order to be eligible for a cash advance from Albert. The cost of this is $14.99 per month, or $12.49 per month if it is billing on an annual basis. Despite the fact that the membership comes with additional services, such as access to financial experts and assistance with budgeting, the charge does not appear to be worth it if you are making the subscription only for the purpose of receiving the cash advance. We are big fans of the fact that Albert can be downloaded via the Google Play Store as well as the Apple App Store. On the other hand, we saw that almost all of the reviews that were posted on the Google Play Store during the course of the last several months were rated with a single star. It is our recommendation that you continue to use other cash advance apps for the time being, given that, in addition to the high costs required. Number 3. Branch app. Best for self-employed workers. One of the reasons that Clio stands out from other cash advance apps is that it has features that are freelancer-friendly. In order to verify that you are a genuine person, Branch does not require you to provide evidence of work at a particular organization. Rather, it merely requests your name and address. Freelancers and other individuals who are self-employed and do not have an employer to verify their employment status will find this to be an appropriate application. Following the creation of your account, you will be required to link your bank account in order for Branch to investigate whether or not you are qualified to get the advance. Depending on whether or not you are qualified, you have the option of receiving the amount that you are qualified for as a cash advance. For a cost of $3.99, you can pay an express fee to receive the funds immediately if you have an urgent need for them. If this is not the case, the advance will be sent to you within 3 to 4 days. In addition to being accessible on the Apple App Store, Branch may also be found on the Google Play Store. Number 4. Earnin. Best for large advances. Even though Earnin is not a platform for cash advances, we felt it necessary to highlight that. Earnin is a platform that gives users who have earned wage access, also referred to as EWA, access to a part of their earned wages before they receive their paycheck. Although some firms provide EWA as a benefit to their staff members, not all of them do. The goal of Earnin is to narrow that disparity. The download of Earnin and the submission of a request for a percentage of your income are both entirely free. Earnin is predicated on tips, thus you will be requested to leave a tip, despite the fact that there are no expenses involved. However, due to the fact that it is not necessary, you are free to skip over that stage. In the event that you require the funds urgently, you will have the opportunity to select a lightning speed transfer instead. Despite the fact that this comes with a fee of between $3.99 and $4.99, it will only take a few minutes for the money to be transferred into your bank account. Unless otherwise specified, the transfer will be sent to you within 1 to 3 business days. Earnin may be downloaded from the Google Play Store as well as the Apple App Store, all of which have received overwhelmingly positive ratings. Number 5. Bridget. Best to stay away from, for now, at least. At first glance, Bridget appears to be an ideal platform by virtue of its outstanding ratings, transparent cost structure, and reasonable advance limitations. In spite of this, Bridget is currently in the midst of a case that is still being considered by the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, at the time of this writing. They have been reprimanded by the Federal Trade Commission for making false promises to customers and for discriminating against customers who receive government assistance. In spite of the fact that their marketing stated that users may get up to $50 instantly, the Federal Trade Commission discovered that in the fourth quarter of 2023, fewer than 5% of customers received a Bridget, which is what FloatMe refers to as their advances, of more than $20 while still paying their monthly costs. According to the Federal Trade Commission, only 0.5% of customers were given a Bridget worth $50. Despite the fact that the platform appears to be excellent at first glance, it is essential to conduct thorough research on the platforms to which you subscribe and to which you connect your bank information. In light of the ongoing legal proceedings, we are unable to suggest Bridget at this time. Not that this is to indicate that the platform is not functional. In fact, it most likely is. However, we are working hard to provide you with recommendations for the greatest cash advance platforms, and we are unable to declare that Bridget is one of them. It is important to exercise caution if you intend to use the platform. To tell you the truth, obtaining a cash advance is not a terrible thing, but it is not the best option. Nobody likes to find themselves in a position where they require a cash advance in order to make ends meet before their next payday. On the other hand, life occurs and cash advances can be a lifeline for you to avoid getting into debt from your credit cards. It's fine if you require a cash advance at this time. The fact that you have received one does not give you any reason to feel guilty or is like you are doing something wrong. However, we strongly suggest that you investigate the source of the issue so that you can find a solution to it and prevent yourself from falling into the pattern of frequently requiring a cash loan.